Second half action about to get underway here at Jump the Gun. Director gives me the thumbs up. Second half action about to get underway here at UHAS McGinley Stadium. With the score, Woodland Hills 7, Penn Hills nothing. Woodland Hills will get the ball to start half number 2. Big story of the first half, the Indians offense not able to get out of their own way. Woodland Hills, tons of penalties, but they were able to get on the board. Squib kickoff, and the Indians may have it. The Indians say they have it. I saw it squirt out of there in a black jersey come flying in. Oh, and the officials say Woodland Hills does. Just wishful thinking on the part of the Indians. Scoop Smith has the ball in his hands, and the Woodland Hills Wolverines will start at the 33-yard line. Scoop Smith, 4 carries, 46 yards for the Woodland Hills Wolverines in the first half. The longest, a 33-yarder. That was a touchdown. They only score passing-wise. Brandon Jones, 1 of 144. That was to Scoop Smith in the same drive to set up the 33-yarder. And it'll be Jones right here. And he'll be brought hitting the backfield, and he'll be brought down for a loss back at the 28-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4. The line of game is a 32-yard line. And for those of you turning back in, we apologize for the server issues we had late in half number 1. Unfortunately, we were able to connect things at halftime. We were able to switch servers where we went off and back on. But we are back up and running, and thank you for joining us. Moore keeps it himself, has a lane. Drags Indians across the 35 out to the 36-yard line for a pickup of 8. Sets up a 3rd down and 6 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
Number 7, Tyler Moore on the carry. Brought down on the play by number 53, Kelsey Huntley.
Third quarter, every play, a big play here in this game. Smith goes in motion. And it'll be Moore. Short gain, not enough for the first down. Gets maybe 2, and the Woodland Hills Wolverines will bring on the punt team. Sophomore kicker, Jacob Morose. Low snap, bounces into Morose. The Indians are there, but fortunately for the Wolverines, they're going to get tagged with a false start. Good snap this time. The Indians come running, and they block the kick. Wolverines recover at the 21-yard line, but the Indians will get it there. They're going to mark it at the 23, I believe. don't know how they mark it at 23 whenever the Wolverines fell on it at the 21. Excellent opportunity for the Indians now with the ball at the Wolverine 23. Natel Mitchell goes in motion to the left. It'll be Key. Looks for lane left side. The Wolverines are there. They have an outstanding line, both offensively and defensively. No gain for Key. And for those of you who switched from YouTube over to Twitter because of the server issues, YouTube server issues have been resolved. So YouTube back up and running. Appreciate your patience. Again, big playoff implications for this one. An Indian win, they win the conference. Most likely the number 2 seed. Wolverines win. They pretty much have to hope for a North Hills win. To be over Woodland Hill, over Pine Richland for the opportunity to win the conference. Key submarined after a pickup of 3. And the Indians will be looking at a 2nd down and 12. The Wolverines win, Pine Richland win. We have a 3-way tie in the conference. It comes down to tiebreaker points. And I'm not even going to try to start figuring that one out. I believe the Indians may have the advantage with Gardner points. Fake the Key, swing pass this way to Natel Mitchell. Mitchell breaks one tackle, tries to get some blockers, gets across the 25, inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line. It'll be 3rd and a yard. Mitchell comes off for a breather. Duggar takes the snap inside the 10. Follows his blockers inside the 5. Dives ahead for the touchdown. Julian Duggar would not be denied on a 14-yard scamper. And the Indians an extra point from tying this one. Touchdown coming with 7:29 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hankey will try the point after. Duggar will hold. And the kick is blocked. Picked up by the Indians. And the Wolverines, but the kick is blocked. No good. The Indians struggling on extra points all season, but they're on the board to cut the deficit to 1. Woodland Hills 7, Penn Hills 6 here on the Penn Hills Football Network. It's 23 yards in 3 plays following the blocked punt. Again, short kickoff. And a lot of running, but really nowhere to go for DJ Duttweiler. Or excuse me, DJ Dutrell. And the Wolverines will start at their own 33-yard line. Jones looks like he might want to throw, gets the pass away. Downfield towards Scoop Smith, and the pass defended nicely. The Indians, Darrell Banks. Jones now 1 of 2 passing on the night. Smith in motion. And it'll be Moore with a big gain. We'll have a first down for the Wolverines. Not at the 45-yard line. Jones, flush to the outside, and does a nice job of turning a loss into a 2-yard gain. It's like here, Moore. Hands it off to Jones, who comes this way and tries to get to the outside. Does it inside the 50 and out of bounds. The Indians had him for a loss, and Jones turned it into a first down for the Wolverines. The counterplay has been effective for the Wolverines tonight. There's an injured Wolverines. It is Jones. He'll get up and run off. And the Indians jump. First time this game, the Indians have jumped off sides, I do believe. Moore with a big hole and a helmet on the field. Moore down to the 28-yard line. That's another 11 yards for Zyke here. And a first down. Mark Currington losing his helmet. Moore again. Maybe a yard. Franklin Regional Penn Trafford knotted up at 14. Peters Township rolling over Bethel Park 42-14. Moore. Playing a little rugby. We'll move the scrum ahead for a first down. Down to the 17-yard line. That's at Woodland Hills, a huge line that they have. Jones set in the quarterback position. See if he'll throw. No, he's going to keep it himself. And Jones cuts back this way inside the 10-5. Touchdown, Woodland Hills. Brandon Jones, 17 yards. The Wolverines extend their lead. Wolverines answer the Penn Hills touchdown. Now lead 13-6 with 4 minutes to go into third. Low snap. Oh, a penalty flag as the Indians jump off sides. Will the Wolverines go for two? I think if you're the Wolverines, you go for two here. Make it a two-score game. The Indians have trouble with their extra points. You have more to gain than you do to lose by going for two, but no, they'll keep Morose on the field. And now it's a false start penalty, so that changes things back around. Move the ball back to the 7-yard line, and now the offense will come on. Or no, they will go. They will leave Morose on to kick. Scoop will hold. And the kick is up and through. Woodland Hills 14, Penn Hills 6. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Clareton's up 42-14 on Jeanette at the half. Clareton wins the conference there, I believe. Pine Richland up 14-0 over North Hills. Upper St. Clair 27 over on South Park, and Moon up 42-0 on Baldwin. Coming this way across the 30, the 35. Cam Thomas up to 40, the 45, the 50. Follow his blockers. Finally put out of bounds inside the 45 at the Woodland Hills 42-yard line. That's the first Cam Thomas has had his hand on the ball tonight. Cam Thomas is a playmaker. They need to try to get him the ball more if they can. Duggar running for his life anytime he drops back to pass so far. So blindside block on a return is going to bring this one way back for the Indians. So instead of starting at the Woodland Hills 42, the Indians will be starting at their own 25. Bandy will move up on the slot to the near side. Key in motion to the left. It'll be Key. Looks for somewhere to go. Finds a little bit of a slot across the 30. Takes a big stick. Still fights his way ahead. Picks up 8 yards. Injured Wolverine at the 45-yard line. Lanier Butler. Looked like a leg cramp. Indians with a second down and 2, 3:30 on the clock, and it's running here in quarter number 3. Indians down by 8. Looking for somewhere to go is Key. Skirts the sideline and looks like he'll have enough for an Indian first down at the 36-yard line. In fact, I'm moving back to the 35, but that is enough for the Indian first down. Duggar to Key, out in the flat. Tries to get him a lane up across the 40. Will go out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Picks up 8. It'll be second down and 2. Stops the clock with 3:11 to go. Mitchell move up in the slot. Cam Thomas will split this way. Key will come and join him. Duggar shoots off the left. Has some blockers in front, has a first down inside the 40. Cuts it back this way, inside the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Julian Duggar! 57 yards. And the Indians strike back. Indians offense will stay on the field as they will clearly have to go for two as they trail 14-12 with 2:59 to go here in quarter number 3. High snap. Pass away into the end zone to Duggar, and he catches it for the score. Jay Mireles took the high snap, had Wolverines in his face, got it into the end zone to Duggar. And the Indians tie the score at 14 with 2:59 to go here in quarter number 3. Rams up 21-0 now over the North Hills Indians. Whole lot of nothing in the first half. We just had the one score. That was Woodland Hills. They were up 7-0 at the half. Now 3 touchdowns on 3 straight possessions here in the third quarter. 2 by the Indians, 1 by the Wolverines. We are tied at 14. Indians have not led in this game. On that play, the Indians overloaded the right side, and Duggar took off to the left. Kickoff taken at the 18-yard line. And the Wolverines with a nice return out to the 40-yard line. Amir Brown. And late penalty flags come in. Well, personal foul on the play. We'll mark it back from the 40 to the 25-yard line. Moore stood up at the line by Natel Mitchell. And will fall ahead for a gain of 1. Again, thanks for your folks for your patience as we got through the server issues from the late in the first half. So there's a server that had gone bonkers, so we switched over to a new one. And everything's been looking good. Appreciate you joining us. Jones looks like he might want to throw. No, he's trying to find somewhere to go, and the Indians stand him up. He may get a yard, if anything. That'll be 3rd and 8. Big 3rd down here. Jones unable to get away from Tawan Bandy. He'll lose a yard, and it'll be a 4th down for the Wolverines. Rose will drop back to punt for the Wolverines. He's had one blocked already. Takes a low snap, gets a kick away. It's short. And a penalty flag. Indians had 12 men, but it'll stay 4th down. Rose gets the boot away. Taken at the 40-yard line, Cam Thomas with a lane across the 40, the 50. Back across the 40 and out of bounds inside the Woodland Hills Wolverines 35-yard line. In fact, they'll mark him right at the 35 with 20 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now an opportunity for the Indians. Again, they have not led in this game. The penalty flag at the 41-yard line. Holding against the return team. So that'll move it back to the Penn Hills 49-yard line. Key. Out of bounds at the Woodland Hills 45 for a pickup of 6. We'll stop the clock with 15 seconds to go here in the 3rd. Key again. Picks up the 1st down. And that'll do it for quarter number 3. There it is. After 3, we are tied at 14. We have 12 minutes to decide a conference championship here on the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Key ahead.
Mitchell on the carry.
We'll call it 4.
Number 4, George Hill.
And the Indians with a 2nd and long 6. Duggar on to the delayed handoff. Coming this way, Key. Submarine by Jones. And the Indians will be looking at a 3rd and 1.
Amir Key on the run. Tackled by number 5, Brandon Jones. 3rd down.
Full house. Duggar follows his blockers, cuts it up inside the 30 for the first down to the Wolverine 26-yard line.
Off the keeper. That play results in a Penn Hills.
Duggar with the Indians 2 touchdowns and the 2-point conversion on a reception. Greg Vinay will be to Duggar's right. Key to his left. Sidecar each way. Martell Palmer goes in motion to the right, comes back, and it'll be Key looking to get to the outside. And Key will be forced out of bounds at the Wolverine 24-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Needed 1, gets 2. Key comes out, seems to have an equipment problem. Greg Vinay comes in. Duggar follows Vinay's blocks, gets inside the 20, 10, trips over the 10-yard line and goes down at the 9-yard line for a 1st and goal for the Indians. Duggar got tripped up. Somebody got a paw in there just enough to get him to go down at the 9. Otherwise, that was another touchdown run for the Indian senior. Key back in. Duggar will lose a yard back to the 10. Pine Ridge now up 28-0 over North Hills. And we have an injured Wolverine back at the 15-yard line. Now, the Indians have struggled in these situations so far. Last week they had, I think, 2 first and goals against Shaler and weren't able to score on either of them. Drive started back at their own 49-yard line for the Indians. 8 runs later, it's 2nd and goal from the 10. That was the first play of this drive where the Indians lost yardage. Sakir Moore. Will sit a play. as he walks off the field. Like he was working on a leg cramp. Mitchell in motion this way. Duggar fakes to Key into the end zone and throws it too far, too high, and too long for Bandy. Now 3rd and goal for the Indians. I think this is 4-down territory for the Indians. I need to get a, maybe not thinking end zone, but at least getting a chunk of it here. He comes in motion this way. Duggar into the end zone, has a man pass, caught by Bandy in the corner of the end zone for the Penn Hills touchdown. Oh my, the Indians take the lead with 8:54 to go. Indians will go for 2. Duggar, Cam Thomas unable to hold on to it.
Two-point conversion is no good. Score is now Penn Hills 20. Woodland Hills 14.
That could be a huge point. The Wolverines and get into the end zone. Time really not a factor for the Wolverines. Well, offsetting penalties, dead ball fouls after the play. Indians will still kick off from the 40-yard line. Gateway, Central Catholic on top of Gateway, 44-7. Kickoff. Line drive taken at the 21-yard line. Scoop Smith. He's dangerous with the football. Scoop Smith has some blockers and a lane. Smith cuts it back this way. Still on his feet with some room. Smith across the 30, inside the 20, and down at the 19-yard line. They'll mark him at the 20. You don't want to put the ball in the hands of Scoop Smith. And he is just a sophomore. He's got 2 more years to this kid. Smith 5'6", 135, but he plays like he's 6'6", 235. Wolverines will come to the line quickly. Again, he needs to be running the Wolverines running the Wildcat all night. And a false start against the Wolverines before they even get started here. Move it back to the 25-yard line.
False start, number 17 on the offense. 5-yard penalty,
Direct snap to Jones. Jones under pressure, brought down in the backfield. Donovan Burnett drops him at the 34-yard line. That's a 9-yard loss. Wow. Burnett came in as a result of injuries. And he's really made the most of his plays. A penalty flag on the field. See what the call is. They're going to say Donovan grabbed the face mask on the tackle. That'll move it to the 19-yard line. That's a first down for the Wolverines as they redo the play. Jones, they'll give it to Smith on the reverse. Comes this way, does the shake and bake. Scoop inside the 10, inside the 5, touchdown Woodland Hills. Woodland Hills ties it up at 20, big extra point with 7:55 to go. Smith will hold. Morose try the point after. Low snap, the kick up, and the kick is good. The Woodland Hills Wolverines take the lead, 21-20. Wolverines go 20 yards in 2 plays, helped by the face masking penalty. Would have been 2nd and 24, but they replayed it and made it 1st and 9. $7:55 to go. Hold on to your hats. Kickoff picked up at the 6-yard line. Martell Palmer looking for some blocks. Penalty flag flies in back at the 26-yard line.
Flag on the play.
Right now the ball is at 28. Check the penalty flag.
During the return, illegal block in the back, number 19. That penalty is declined. Illegal block in the back, number 16. Half the distance, first down.
2 blocks in the back by the Indians. Well, the Indians wind up starting at their own 8-yard line. Indians down by 1. Field goal will give them the lead, but Indians have had kicking woes all season. Indians need to go 92 yards. Duggar comes this way, across the 10, cuts it back across the 15, and will go down at the 19-yard line, picks up 11 and a first down.
Julian Duggar on the
And there's an injured Wolverine.
play result. In a Penn, first down.
It's like another leg cramp. We'll stop the clock with 7:35 to go. (21-20) Woodland Hills. And a big problem for the Indians. They've had those kicking woes all season long. So that's why they went for 2 on that last touchdown. They had 1 blocked, went for 2 and got it, and looked to go for 2 again. Them being unable to connect on that last touchdown opened the door for the Wolverines to pick up the extra point on their last touchdown, led by the Scoop Smith kickoff return, which set them up at the 20-yard line. Mitchell in motion this way. Key cuts it back up the middle across the 30. Key, submarine, flips over, down at the 34. 15 yards for the Indians, and another first down. Indians needed 92 yards. They've gotten 26 on 2 plays. Mitchell, right side, has some blockers. Mitchell across the 40, the 45. Mitchell goes down at midfield. 16 yards. Where are they going to mark him at the 49, 15 yards? And another first down for the Indians. There's another an Indian with a cramp, but that's Amir Key. Wolverines led 7-0 at halftime. And we've had 5 touchdowns here in the second half. Duggar looks to go right side, has the sideline inside the 40, inside the 30, and another first down for the Indians at the 29-yard line. 22 yards for Duggar, and another Indian first down.
What are you thinking? If it's Penn Hills, pick a guy. If it's Woodland Hills, pick a guy. I already kind of know mine.
Oh, God, I know it's either Scoop for Penn, Scoop for Woodland, or Duggar for Penn Hills.
I agree.
Depending on who wins.
That's right. I'm with you. I agree.
You need me to write that down?
Nah, that's good. I'm just sort of certain. Everyone's saying the same thing. We're all watching the same thing. Now, if somebody like runs back a 99-yard kickoff or something, and, they could take it. But I'd still go with those two guys because they're dominant.
If Penn Hills goes down and scores behind Duggar here, how do you not make him?
Yeah.
And if Woodland Hills holds on, I mean, it's Scoop that just set everything else up.
Everything. Yeah. They have I went and looked at their playbook. It's got 2 pages. It's hand scoop the ball or throw scoop the ball. So.
And there's good reason why.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's if Penn Hills wins, it's Duggar. If Woodland Hills wins, it's Scoop.
Yeah, I agree.
Following the Woodland Hills timeout, Indians with a first down at the 29-yard line. Indians keep it on the ground with Natel Mitchell inside the 25, the 20, 10, 5, Mitchell, touchdown! Penn Hills Indians. They're going to have a penalty flag back at the 19-yard line. That one flown from a great distance away. They're going to call a hold on Cam Thomas. Well, 1st and 20 for the Indians after the 10-yard penalty. Mitchell again. Mitchell fights his way ahead for 4. Watch the replay on the holding call. Very ticky-tacky and thrown by official 25 yards away. Oh, my. Duggar looking towards the end zone, has Cam Thomas, touchdown Penn Hills! Cam Thomas says, take that for that ticky-tacky holding call. And he hauls in the 26-yard pass, and the Indians take the lead. The Indians will definitely have to go for 2 here. They're up by 6. They're going to be up by 5. They need 2 to go up by 7, so Woodland Hills can barely tie it. Again, to move Jameer Ellis back in at quarterback. No, they have Ellis, yeah, they'll move Duggar out to the right. Ellis. And he gets just brought down hard and fast by Lanier Butler. Indians try to go back to the same 2-point conversion play. It was successful on their second touchdown, but the play fails. And with 5:07 to go in this fourth quarter, Penn Hills up 26-21 over the Wolverines. So now we'll see if the Indians learn their lesson and keep the ball away from Scoop Smith. Smith is at the 20-yard line on the near side of the field, and the Indians kick it that way again. Smith hauls it in at the 12, takes it back to the 7-yard line, and he has a lot of room in front of him again. Smith will go out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Indians did a nice job of closing quickly because Smith had a lot of green in front of him. That was Bandy to come up and made the tackle for the Indians. And another Wolverine with leg cramps. Crowd on hand tonight here at Uhas McGinley Stadium. DJ Dutrell will get helped off the field. The Wolverines, 5 minutes, 2 timeouts, 67 yards from taking the lead. Moore will give it to Jones on the counter. And Jones will pick up a yard to the 34-yard line. Again, the Wolverines without quarterback Cam Walter tore an ACL last week against Pine Richland. Certainly wish him well. He's a sophomore, so he'll be back better than ever next season. Very young Woodland Hills Wolverine team. A lot of sophomores and juniors. A lot of the key players are sophomores. Jones takes the high snap. Has a lane across the 40 into the secondary. Cam Thomas chases him. And will drag him down inside the 30. No, he's still on his feet. And will be out of bounds, first and goal at the 9-yard line. "56-yard scamper for Brandon Jones. And the Wolverines in business. First and goal at the 9. Moore, stacked up by the Indians, fights his way ahead to the 8-yard line. Clock continues to run. Wolverines taking their time. They score here, trying not to give the Indians time to respond. Moore following a block of Nesby. Gets to the 5, stood up by the Indians there. It'll be third and goal from the 5. 4 down territory for the Wolverines. A field goal will only draw them within 3. But we're closing in on 2 minutes to go. Jones loses this football on the snap. Looks for somewhere to go. Indians chased by the Indians. He's back inside the 25, throws it back to the near side to a big lineman. That's an ineligible receiver. Well, the big man did catch it. Hoping maybe somebody wouldn't notice. The officials are discussing whether that's going to be an eligible or an intentional grounding.
Illegal touching against the offense. 5-yard penalty. Lost it down. It'll be thrown out.
Well, the Wolverines, I'm sure, are happy to take the 5-yard penalty instead of the loss back around the 30-yard line. Now it's 4th and goal with 1:37 to go. And the Indians will call a timeout and discuss things defensively with 1:17 to go. Oh, my. This one is coming down to the wire here. It'll be 1:20 to go here in the 4th quarter. Wow. Thanks for tuning in and watching this one. If you would just subscribe to our channel, we would appreciate it. Especially all you Indian fans and alumni. Click the subscribe button and never miss an Indians game again. Fourth down for the Wolverines. 4th and goal. Ball at the 10-yard line. Scoop Smith in motion to the left. And the Wolverines get tagged for a false start. 4th and goal from the 15. Jones and a run. Scoop Smith. He's going to throw towards the end zone. Has him in, and a pass. Is it caught in the end zone? Touchdown, Woodland Hills. Simeon McCoy with the reception. But a penalty flag back at the 10-yard line. Oh my, an eligible receiver downfield takes away the touchdown. Scoop Smith would have been in on another score for the Wolverines, this time throwing the football. What can't Scoop Smith do? 4th and goal, 1:14 to go. Ball at the 20-yard line. And now the Wolverines want to talk it over. That'll leave, that's their 2nd timeout. Again, 1:14 to go here in the 4th quarter. 4th down for the Wolverines. Looking into the end zone and overthrows Scoop Smith. Landon Akins, the quarterback for the Wolverines. They'll turn the ball over on downs. Ball at the 20-yard line with 1:07 to go. The Wolverines only one timeout left. The Indians need to just take a few knees here. Clock is rolling. The Indians watching. Wolverines, no, it's all academic. They do not use their final timeout. The Indians will watch this one roll down under 40 seconds. And take the knee and take the conference championship. And that'll do it. The Indians hold on and beat the Woodland Hills Wolverines 26-21. The Penn Hills Indians are your 2023 Northeast Conference champions. Pine Richland finishes second. Woodland Hills is third. The Wolverines still have an opportunity to make the playoffs. Right now, the Indians and the Rams are in the Northeast. The Wolverines led 7-0 at the half, all set up by Scoop Smith. Hauled in a 34-yard pass from Brandon Jones down to the 34-yard line. And then followed up with a 33-yard reception. And then all scores in the second half. Duggar, 14-yard run. It was 7-6. Brandon Jones comes right back with a 17-yard run. It's 14-6 Woodland Hills. Indians tied at 14. A Duggar 57-yard run, then catches a pass in the end zone for the conversion. And then the Indians take the lead for the first time. Duggar to Bandy, a 10-yard reception. It was 20-14. Scoop Smith, a 19-yard run. Cam Thomas answered with a 26-yarder. That's the final score. Some stats, rushing-wise, Brandon Jones, 110 yards for the Wolverines on 15 carries. Zaire Moore, 71 yards. Scoop Smith, 65 on 5 carries. For the Indians, Julian Duggar, 17 carries, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns. Amir Key, 12 carries, 56. Nate Tail, 4 for 20. Receiving-wise, Amir Key, 3 for 34. Nate Tail Mitchell, 2 for 22. Cam Thomas, 1 for 26, and for a touchdown. Tawan Brandy, 1 for 10, and that was a touchdown. So I'd like to congratulate former Indian assistant coach Brian Tarrant on a successful rookie season as the head coach of the Woodland Hills Wolverines. He will be back for more. Again, the Woodland Hills season not necessarily over. They have to check some tiebreakers and things. They have 2 conference losses. So we shall see how things stack up elsewhere around the WPIAL tonight. But the Indians were behind most of this game. Again, the point after woes, which have troubled them all season, almost cost them again tonight. But the Indians were able to hold on. They survived the 1st and goal by the Wolverines. And they were able to claim the conference championship. The Indians will be at home next Friday night. Round 1 of the WPIAL playoffs. Don't know who yet. We shall see. Again, depending on all the action going on tonight, we'll probably find out shortly after we sign off. But the Indians, nonetheless, will be here. The Woodland Hills Wolverines will be scoreboard watching, trying to find out where they are going. And they are going to present the Great American Rivalry Series MVP award to Julian Duggar for his performance tonight, 140 yards rushing, leading the Indians to a victory. Had the Woodland Hills Wolverines managed to pull out a victory, Scoop Smith would have been your MVP of this game tonight, but Julian Duggar will get the MVP. Marines on hand, the Great American Rivalry Series representative. You see them there in the neon. Will present Julian Duggar with the trophy and a medallion. And a scholarship, which he already has going to Pitt next season. But Julian Duggar led the Indians to victory tonight and takes home a much deserved MVP award for this game. Yeah, the Indians missed the playoffs last season. See Coach Morris there with the hat turned backwards. An excited group of Indians, and deservedly so. Suffering through a lot of injuries this season, a patchwork offensive line, but the Indians still managing to move the football, and the Indians are once again your conference champions. Well, the Indians were presented with the Great American Rivalry Series trophy, which will look nice in the Indians trophy case outside the main gymnasium. We'll keep it here for the presentation. We don't have a field mic, sorry, but you can see what's going on. There you go. Coach Morris accepts the presentation. And it's Buddha Ball 2023, and the Indians also take the Battle of the Hills trophy. Oh, but the Indians are going to be getting to work tomorrow. Scouting and planning for round one of the WPIL next Friday night right here. Once again, your final score from Uhas McGinley Stadium. The Penn Hills Indians hold on to defeat the Woodland Hills Wolverines and claim the Northeast Conference Championship by a score of 26-21. Thanks to all who helped get this broadcast on the air tonight. Brian Brown and the Penn Hills IT staff. Our beautiful camera ladies tonight. And Steph Strauss, the Penn Hills High School